Hello Pally, I'm Abby Black. Today is Tuesday, May 1st, 2018, and InFocus starts right now. From track and field to lacrosse in today's sports news, more on Trump's visit with Nigerian president in today's world news, and more on Pally Theater's upcoming one-acts. All that and more is coming up on today's show. Let's get started with our daily pick. We'd like to thank Jakari Jenkins for sending today's daily pick our way. And remember, anyone can send in a daily pick. Simply tweet it to us at Pally InFocus. Today's pick is captioned, "Gotta stay on that Fortnite grind." Sneeze emoji, awkward smile, grind emoji, mind blown, hang 10, thumbs up, fire, fire. Thanks for that. Let's start off today's show with all that's on campus. Another college fair is taking place this week. This time, the WACAC College Fair is offering a chance to meet one-on-one with college representatives who can answer questions. This event takes place this Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at West Valley College in Saratoga. Pre-register at the link on screen and select the Saratoga location and click on Register Now. Then print your personal barcode for your favorite college to scan, freeing up your time to visit more college reps. Pally Staff and Teacher Appreciation submissions close tomorrow, Wednesday, May 2nd. Take a minute to let teachers and staff members know what they are appreciated and why by filling out the link on screen. And the second link on screen is last year's Teacher Appreciation Week video. The form can be filled out many times for many different staff members. Link Crew works to improve the freshman and transfer students' experience as a first-year Viking by hosting an orientation at the beginning of the year and pairing select Link Crew members with transfer students throughout the year. Link Crew applications are now open to rising upperclassmen, classes of 2019 and 2020. Applications are due by Wednesday, May 16th. Visit the link on screen for more. AP testing is fastly approaching and will kick off next week and continue throughout the following week. Those taking APs should log in to total registration and double-check exam dates, times, and testing rooms, as well as report to the testing location 30 minutes prior to the exam start time. After this break, we will get the lowdown on all the world news. We will be right back.
Is your teacher fun?
Yes, my teacher is very fun.
Does your teacher have a cool story to tell?
Mr. Rodriguez plays in a band called Willie and the Four Boys.
Not really.
Do you want your teacher featured on InFocus?
Sure. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Sure. If any of these teachers sound like teachers that you know, tell them to send in an email to bulletin@infocusnews.tv to be featured on Guess Who.
Welcome back. Moving on now from what's going around campus to what's happening in the world today. Topping today's headlines. President Donald Trump welcomed the first leader from sub-Saharan Africa to the White House yesterday. He welcomed Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari at the discussions between the two leaders seemed to be centered around security challenges, including the nearly decade-long insurgency by Boko Haram terrorists in Nigeria's northeast. But the meeting tricky subtext is Trump's broader view of Africa, including a remark that he reportedly made about a certain African countries during a private meeting earlier this year. Nigeria is Africa's most populous country and a leading crude oil exporter, so economic matters will be on the agenda, particularly as China makes major investments across Africa. But it's the fragile security situation and ongoing fight against the Boko Haram jihadists that are likely to dominate talks. The violent insurgency has killed thousands and group abductions of schoolgirls have caused international outrage. The Migrate Caravan is a group of Central Americans asylum seekers who have traveled through Mexico to try to come to the United States. The caravan has drawn is about 1,000 people who are trying to enter at the U.S.-Mexico border at San Diego. But before the caravan arrived, U.S. immigration officials said the San Diego crossing would not be immediately able to handle asylum seekers due to overcapacity. The Trump administration has been tracking the caravan since March 25th, with Attorney General Jeff Sessions calling the asylum-seeking effort a deliberate attempt to undermine our laws and overwhelm our system. The president took to Twitter to comment on the issue, saying, "I have instructed the Secretary of Homeland Security not to let these large caravans of people into our country. It is a disgrace. We are only country in the world so naive. Wall." A new record is set by Brazil's Rodrigo Coxa, who surfed the biggest wave with a world record 80-foot monster at the infamous Nazaré break in Portugal. Coxa's streaking descent down the massive wall of water set a new official record for the largest wave ever surfed and earned him the prize for biggest wave of the year at the World Surf League Big Wave Awards in Southern California. He rode on November 8, 2017, was deemed to have overtaken Garrett Nickmara's record of a 78-foot wave at the same venue in 2011. In other awards, UK surfer Andrew Cotton was honored with the biggest wipeout of the year. Hawaiian Paige Alms won the Women's Big Wave Performance Award, while Ian Walsh took the Ride of the Year title for pulling into a cavernous tube at the legendary Jaws venue in Maui. President Hoover dedicates the Empire State Building. Let's talk about that on today's edition of Today in History. In 1931, President Herbert Hoover's official dedication, New York City's Empire State Building, pressing a button from the White House that turned on the building lights. Hoover's gesture, of course, was symbolic. While the president remained in Washington, D.C., someone else flicked the switches in New York. The idea for the Empire State Building is said to have been born of a competition between Walter Chrysler of the Chrysler Corporation and John Jacob Raskob of General Motors to see who could erect the taller building. Chrysler had already begun work on the famous Chrysler Building, the gleaming 1,046-foot skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan. The group chose the architecture firm Shreve, Lamb and Harmon Associates to design the building. The Art Deco plans, said to have been based in large part on the look of a pencil, were also builder-friendly. The entire building went up in just over a year, under budget and well ahead of schedule. During certain periods of building, the frame grew an astonishing 4.5 stories a week. At 102 stories, the 1,250 feet high, the Empire State Building is now one of the most common landmarks in all of New York. Pally's long-awaited one acts are fast approaching. Paul Thye is in front of the Performing Arts Center with more information. Paul?
Pally Theater is hosting their annual one-act showcase this weekend from May 3rd through May 5th at 7:30 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center. Tickets are $5 for students and $10 for adults, and tickets must be paid for in cash. Doors open at 7 o'clock p.m. and the show starts at 7:30. Many of the plays are student-written and they're all student-directed. I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a senior. I'm Maggie Ainsworth-Darnell, and I'm also a senior.
What are some of your favorite one-act shows this year?
Well, personally, my favorite, and obviously the best one, is Cinnamon Rainbow. It's the one that I'm acting in. It is about a college senior who is really desperate, and somebody robs her with a stick, and she realizes that he's kind of cute, and things go on from there.
No, the best one is obviously A Game, which is the film that I'm in. The play that I'm in. And it's about two scientists that conduct a study with 3 subjects, and it kind of gets out of hand. It's a lot of fun.
Those sound really interesting. Is there anything else people should know before coming?
Nope. Have fun.
It's just a really fun time, and everyone worked really hard to get where they are today, and it's going to be a fun show.
Oh, and this is your last time to see a lot of the seniors perform, so you should come if you've never come to a Pally show before, but you always tell your senior friends that you'll come. Come to this one. It's pretty low commitment, and it's your last time to see them perform.
Yeah, everyone should definitely come. That's all from me. Back to you in the studio.
Yesterday, varsity softball beat Cupertino in a conference game 9-4. Unfortunately, JV's boys lacrosse lost against Los Gatos by a score of 3-10. Boys varsity lacrosse, however, beat Los Gatos 11-4. But girls varsity lacrosse lost against Sacred Heart Prep 9-18. Better luck next time, Bikes. Today, girls and boys varsity track have a meet against De Anza at home at 3 p.m. and girls softball are taking on Saratoga High at 4, with JV playing at home and varsity away. Finally, boys varsity lacrosse had a home game against Burlingame at 7. That's all for sports. Back to you.
Now it's time to find out who our birthday boys and girls are for today. InFocus wishes a very happy birthday to Adi Newman, Anna Hedderly, Emily Hong, Emma Donnelly Hitchens, Richard Chu, and Munktamolan Munktur. Well, that does it for today's episode. Be sure to visit our website to check out our episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email. Until next time, have a great day, Pally.